Hello everybody, this is Yoko's Anime Reactions, and this is going to be my review for Horimiya episodes 10 and 11. I haven't really gotten anything recorded today, not due to renovations because it hasn't started yet. I just never got into it. I never got around to it because I wanted to, but at the same time I was worried that they would start, and then I would be like halfway through an episode, and then the next half of it would be them banging and drilling and, you know. But so far, it doesn't seem like it's going to be happening today unless it happens like around the time I go to work, which is in about. I have to be at work at 2. It's around 11:30. So around 2 hours before I get ready, I guess. I mean, I could get something recorded, but I'd rather just wait until either tomorrow or at worst Friday. Because I'm off completely on Friday. Though next week is also, unless she changes the schedule, I only have one day to work. Why does she do that? Usually that is supposed to be the placeholder one. Why can't she just... I wonder how the schedules are going to be set up once she leaves. And yes, my manager is actually going to be leaving after inventory day. And the one who's the assistant manager is going to be the manager. As for who's going to be the assistant manager, not sure still. My manager right now thinks it's going to be the one that I accidentally got sick. But I don't know. It just depends. Anyway, so hopefully, yeah, I'll be able to get some more hours because of that. Because once he becomes manager, there's going to be another staff change. I'm not going to say what, in case any of them are watching. I doubt it. Oh boy. But if any of y'all are watching, hey! Anyway, yeah, hopefully we will get this. I'm not looking forward to inventory day, but yeah, at the very worst, I'll be able to start recording, really a whole lot once the kids go back to school. Because they're going to both be riding the bus, and it'll be easier when it comes to my mom, so she could probably try and get another job again, because she's been out of work since even before the pandemic really started, and they, started issuing, the mandatory quarantines and everything. They laid her off at work. It sucks, but it was probably a blessing in disguise. Because, yes, the money would have been good, but she would have been more at risk at getting COVID way back when the bad version was out. The really bad version, because the new one out now is not very bad. But, yeah. Anyway, enough of my rambling. Let's get into the episode. I am so sorry about that. I just needed to talk. Anyway, Horimiya, I just skimmed through the video just to see what it was in it, because I didn't want to mention something and then find out that was for episode like 12 or 13. And we find out that one of the other guys, the green-haired guy, has a little sister who is trying to get into, trying to be in high school. Cause I think she's in her last year of middle school, she's starting high school, and she's trying to study so she can get into the entrance exam to the one that she's wanting to go to, which is very hard to get into, essentially. I guess the entrance exam is really hard, essentially. And possibly it's probably a really good school, too, so, yeah. And apparently her teacher told her, just forget going to that school, go to a different school because you're not going to be able to get in. And the way he said it was very, very disheartening and rude towards her. And the guy is usually very, very laid back, usually, very likable and everything. But when he heard that, oh boy, he got overprotective big brother on her. essentially asked her, "Who's the teacher that said that to you? Because I want to punch him." And I mean, he literally said that. Not quite verbatim, but that's essentially the gist of what he said. I was like, wow. But yeah, anyway, Hori has to go tutor her because she needs some help. She tries to study, but I guess she's having a hard time either focusing or maintaining the information or something, I guess. I don't know. And they're all essentially, preparing for their own graduations because I think they're in their last year of high school. And a bunch of stuff randomly ends up happening in these episodes. For example, Yuki ends up talking with Remy. I think that's what her name was. Remy? I think. Son Goku's girlfriend. Anyway, talking to her, and we find out that because of the whole fake boyfriend thing, essentially, she says that Yuki's the one being unfair because she's not being fair to Toya. I think that's what his name was. I'm blanking on the name sometimes. I apologize. Because she's, making him act like her boyfriend when they're not. And this ends up coming back to bite her in the butt later because I think her name was Sakura, the green-haired girl, the secretary, I think. Is it secretary or vice president? I'm not sure. Anyway, she went and told Toya, finally, that she's got a crush on him. And she essentially told him, you don't have to give me an answer, because I thought that maybe those two might end up together, or him and Yuki could end up together. Because, both girls had a crush on him, but he's probably still hung up on Hori at this point. Or, not hung up on Hori, getting over Hori. Getting over her rejection. And I'm guessing he's not really looking to date. But essentially, Sakura didn't take that going well. So essentially, she's heartbroken, and Son Goku sees this and tries to get her to tell him what the freak just happened. And I'm betting that he probably feels the same way right now that the other guy did about his sister for Sakura because she just got her heart broken. And nobody wants to see their friend going through that, especially when it's their fellow classmate. And apparently Yuki's got this little quirk about her where she'll want something, but when someone asks her, do you want me to get this for you, or do you want this, or whatever, she'll say no, and then later on complain that she didn't get it. I'm like, that's on you. All you have to do is say, I want this, or try to get what you want, and then even if you don't get it, at least you tried. And she keeps on doing this, and her sister tells her to just go for what she wants in life, instead of just doing that. And many other things happen in these episodes. There's too much for me to even remember. I think I probably would be able to remember it mainly if I had just watched the episodes, or did the reactions today, but I didn't. But so much happens in these episodes that I can't remember every single thing that happens. So if I miss anything important, please let me know in the comments. Or if I'm confused about something in the reaction, clarify it in the comments for me, please. And I will see everybody next time.